Hey guys, so this is going to be your reading for April 6th to the 12th. I'll take a look into what has happened in the past that may still be bothering you or not. Okay, your current energy, what you're currently going through, and immediate future, what will happen. Okay, soon. All right, so take a look at your sun, moon, rising, and Venus, not just your sun sign, and pick the reading that resonates with you the most. It's up in my channel. You can go check it out. All right. So for Cancers, your overall energy is Page of Wands, which you're feeling curious towards things. Maybe you want to join a dance class, develop some new hobbies. This is the overall energy that I get from you. In the recent past, you are walking away from a situation, but I don't see you fully out of the situation. Okay, this can be a work, this can be a love situation, this can be, a family conflict even that you're walking away from. You're done dealing with it. Okay, you're on your way out. Meanwhile, you are going towards something that resonates with you, and you're going for it. Okay, you are embarking on a new journey with the full energy being presented here. Okay, in the current situation, you got the Ten of Pentacles, the Seven of Cups, and the Six of Pentacles. So there is a partnership showing up. Whether or not it is truly equal give and take, we'll see. Something's going on around your home. You're working on your home. You're working on your stability. Maybe like just, gathering everything together, packing everything. Pretty good energy. And you can be overwhelmed with a lot of options here. We'll take a further look into that later. Okay. For the future, there might potentially be a conflict. It can be an inner conflict. It can be something on the outside in the physical world. But I do see you emotionally invested in this, and you're a little bit upset. Let's dive deeper into this to see what's exactly going on. So for the Page of Wands, you got a Temperance, the Knight of Pentacles, the Five of Pentacles. So you are emotionally balancing out a situation where, it can be referring to this past situation that you're walking away from. As for what's going on, we'll take a look. But you're doing good wise, like regarding to your stability, regarding your home, you're chill, you're good. But something happened in the future where it gives you a sense of unstable, like something unstable that's happening. And the fact that you have to deal with it just like makes it like, it's not something that you want to deal with at this current moment. You don't feel like dealing with it. It's like, I got this sense of disgusting. Maybe it is a nasty situation. Maybe it's some situation that you have to deal with repetitively. Like, oh my God, when is this done? All right. It's funny, the disgusting feeling. So in your recent past, you got Seven of Swords. And for Seven of Swords, you got the Nine of Wands, the Eight of Wands, the Wheel of Fortune. So, it's time to leave. Like, the signs are there. This is not something that I want to keep investing into. Okay, I'm done with it. For the Knight of Wands, you got the Six of Pentacles, the Five of Swords, the Empress. So whoever that you're dealing with on the other side, they don't really give you that equal give and take. Okay, they can be taking too much, or sometimes giving too much actually. But in this case, I think if you're walking away from it, they can be taking like a lot from you, like something that doesn't really belong to them. They're taking what's not theirs, okay? And what's yours are being taken away. That's what I get. And they're like, this is mine, you know, this is mine. Like, you're not going to take this, okay? So imbalances, okay? They thought they're doing like a, you know, equal give and take thing, but it's not, okay? So yeah, you're like, I'm not dealing with this, okay? You're going. Let's do the Fool. Well, that would be somebody disgusting to deal with, actually. Somebody who think that they're like doing that equal give and take thing, which I don't like. But it's a perception. They can't help it. So they've been doing that for their like whole life. What can you do about it, right? So the only way is the way out. Let's do the Fool. One more. So, you know, you're looking at the things that you've invested in and the things that you are investing in. Yeah. Your heads are clear. You know what to do. What's the English? English is not my second language. It's not my first language. You're getting rid of things that are not serving you anymore. So when you're on this new journey, the zero journey, they cannot drag you down, okay, whatever that situation is. So you know what to do. You plan things out and you're going for it, okay? All right. So 10 of Pentacles, let's see. In the current situation, what's going on with home? Okay, so you are working on home, something that has to do with home or like your surrounding environment. You're working on it, you're charging for it, and yeah, you are finally exiting that shit ass situation. You're done with it, okay? So yeah, you're like, I'm not dealing with that. That doesn't serve me. Let that just die on itself, okay? All right. Okay. Decisive. Let's do the Seven of Pentacles. Seven of Cups. Sorry, Seven of Cups. For the Seven of Cups, you get the Four of Cups, the Moon, the Hermit. So you're going inward. There's something that upsets you. Something that you are hiding from yourself, actually. Because I think you do know what this is about, the thing that makes you upset, the thing that's bothering you, but for a long time, maybe you're trying to avoid it. So now you finally are taking a deep look into that. Like, what's that's upsetting me, right? Okay. Okay. Let's do the Six of Pentacles. I think, yeah, it's just something that extended from that not equal give and take situation. And possibly make you realize what's truly an equal give and take, right? What's the partnership of equal give and take? Okay, so yeah, you are exploring other partnerships that can actually bring you the sense of true equal give and take. Yeah, and I think Cancer sometimes has this over nurturing aspect to them where they give too much, can be they give too much up front. So when it's the time to like pull away from it, it can be hard because you have already give too much. You know what I mean? So yeah, I mean, I have a Cancer mom. That's what she did, and sometimes she's still doing that. No matter how much I'm telling her, Jesus Christ, this woman just don't listen to me. What can I do? Yeah. So yeah, you're showing up great though. You're like, yeah, from now on, I want happiness. You know, I'm going for happiness. I'm seeking happiness in any partnership, and it has to be equal give and take from now on. Good. So you learn your lesson. Let's do the 5 of Wands. Yeah. So current situation. Yeah, you got that Nine of Pentacles energy, but like, what happened in the future though? Okay. One more. I have to feel it to make sure it's like accurate. Okay, let's see. You're showing up very confident. Okay. So it might be that past situation that's like, you know, knocking on your doors type of thing, where it's like still lingering, that, or like it has finished but it's still lingering around you. But you know, you're showing up very confident. You're like, I don't take no bullshit. You better put yourself together, put your act together. Yeah, and I see you physically leaving. I see you physically walking away, because it's just not worth it. You know, it's just not worth it. It's not worth the energy to even like get into the conflict with them. Okay. All right, so let's do the Queen of Cups. Yeah, you are focusing on some self-love time. You know, you possibly are going through, you know, scrolling through on your phone some social media content where, you know, it can enlighten you in a way. And it's telling you you did the right thing. You know, this is what you got to realize in partnerships. This is how the dynamic work in any partnership. So you're learning from all this experience that I see here. And I do see a new partnership coming in. It can be love, it can be work, it can be anything. It does not limit it to just love, okay? Sometimes like people are confused with this card, like, oh, love. No, it's not always about love, though it can be. Great energy. Yeah, it's a soul connection. Someone that's from your soul family that wants to connect with you. Okay, and I see you are emotionally invested in this. All right, so things are going pretty well. What are you upset about? What are you upset about for real? What's there to upset about? One more. Two more. The past situation. Yeah. Well, it's over though, you know? Yeah, you are upset because you potentially got betrayed by someone that you did trust. Okay, potentially. Okay, not everybody. So take what resonates with you. Or the situation where you just give a lot, remember what I said, you give a lot in the situation. So the fact that you have to end it and walk away from it, it just like make you upset to be like, so why the hell did I even trust them from the beginning? It's a mental thing. It's a mental thing. It's like, why did I not see it clearly? Okay, it's obvious. It can be so obvious that it is like presented in front of you. But, you know, why didn't I see that? Well, it's one of those situations where you have to go through it in order to see it, or you wouldn't, okay? It's not that easy to see through things, just so you know. It will usually take you a while, especially it's a repetitive pattern. So, like I said, it's something that is in your subconscious, right? That you're actively avoiding. That's what I get. Yeah. But I do see you reaching mental clarity, but with some confusion on the side, though. That is happening in the future. Yeah, so let's see your advice. Let's get some advice, okay? What is the advice from the universe for Cancer dealing with this situation here? You need some healing. Well, we already know that. Yeah, so probably spend some time just alone and reflect on what has already happened. Reflection always help. You know, personally, what I like to do is just to go through every little bits of things so that I don't have to go through that pit hole again, okay? It's not pleasant. It's not something that I want to experience. So that's what I would do as a Capricorn with Gemini, rising and moon, okay? Yeah, so the period of healing will turn things around, okay? This is what the universe is telling you. And yeah, eventually you will heal that part of yourself where you are ready to offer your emotions to partnership that is actually worth your time, worth your energy, has that equal give and take factor, which is like everywhere in the reading. Yeah, so also collective wise, it has something to do with your self-worth, right? So you might take a deep look into things that has happened in the past where it makes you feel like, oh, you know, I gotta nurture this, I gotta give to this, I gotta give. Why do you just gotta give? Like if you don't overgive, like what, they're going to abandon you or something? Or you're afraid that this partnership is going to like poof out in the air, disappear. Well, then it just means it's not for you, you know. Create some space for other partnerships to come in. Of course, if this is a family situation or a love situation, you know, you know what to do. It's just sometimes hard to do it. Okay. All right. I'll see you next week. Bye.